All right, I'm very excited today. My blade just came in for this project. It's been an on and off project for like 5 years, where I wanted to turn a woodworking bandsaw into a metalworking bandsaw. I had one little 12-inch that it was all made out of like pot metal and plastic and junk, and I couldn't modify it enough to get the blade speed down. Most wood saws are between 1,500 and 3,000 feet per minute, and for metal, typically you need 200 feet per minute or less. So what I ended up doing was I bought this big ass 18-inch wood bandsaw, which I've never seen one that's, like a hobby saw, not a big industrial saw. This is like the biggest hobby size I've ever seen. 14-inch sometimes, usually 12-inch. This is 18-inch. So what I did to get the blade speed down was I took the motor that was on it, 1725 or 1720 RPM, pretty standard. And then I found a company online called Surplus Center. They are out of Nebraska. Their website has stuff about how their company goes back generations, so you'll know you're at the right place. Now, I have to warn you, the customer service sucks. So just find what you need. They only have these type of gear reduction boxes in two flavors and two variations of those flavors. So there's right output and left output. This, I believe, is the left output. Let's see. L. Yep. L at the end. So as you're looking at it like this, your input shaft is here. Then there's 10-to-1 reduction on a worm gear. Your output is left. If you wanted to do a different configuration, you would get the output right. And then, but what also it does is, I didn't find this out until I fired it up the first time, was it also reverses the input rotation, which isn't a big deal as long as you can reverse the polarity on your motor and get it to turn the opposite direction. But that 10-to-1 reduction turned my 2,000 feet per minute blade speed into 200 feet per minute, which I'm fine with. That'll work for me all day long. I had first looked about re-gearing it, or getting different size pulleys, but you're not going to go much smaller than this one, any smaller than that one really. And if I made one or bought one that was as big as this big ass 18-inch wheel here, it would still only get my blade speed down to 500. I think it was 490 something. So that wasn't an option. So one of the reasons I bought this one is because it's got like a 12 gauge steel body, and then of course this, whatever that is, probably I don't know, 11 gauge or 10 gauge wall tube that runs the length of the thing up and down. And I thought if I need to put another like a jack shaft here to run one belt there and then one belt up to here, I can do that. But what I ended up doing was getting that gear reduction box, and it was, I think I spent just over $200. They have the right hand and the left hand in kind of one of them says it's rated up to 1.5 horsepower, and the other one's like 2.5. So I mean, why wouldn't you just get the bigger one, right, for the price? And now I'm gonna use it. So this looks like 12 gauge mild steel. Got my safety glasses on, and I'm just gonna so when you heard the blade speed slowing down there, that wasn't anything bogging down mechanically. I just haven't put my tensioner on this guy yet. So it's just the belt is being tensioned by the weight of this box. Basically, I gotta put a tab here with like a thumb screw on it so I can push this down. But I am super excited about that. So that's it. That's the solution that, like, I've been looking for 5 years on the internet, And there's a lot of guys wanting to know how to turn wood bandsaws into metal bandsaws. And near as I can tell, this is the solution. I haven't seen anybody else do it, which means I'm a hero. Don't mention it. It's no big deal. No, seriously, guys, stop. But I'm the first. So yeah, 10-to-1 gear reduction, and that's it, man. It was pretty easy. I mean, if you're capable of doing the stuff that, you know, saws and lathes and broom stands, you know, typically do, then you should be or capable of figuring out how to make a gear reduction box work on this thing. So go do it, man. Cheers.